What's up, guys? Spin Firearms here, and I often get requested videos from you guys. So right now they're a little piled up, but if you did request a video and I did respond to that comment, then chances are I'm working on it, or it's possibly in review from YouTube, or most likely I just haven't got to it yet, but I'm going to try and get to all of them. Anyways, this is just a video someone else wanted. They wanted to know a parts list for this firearm. This is my second favorite Glock 26 build, but sometimes it becomes my ultimate favorite Glock 26 build. It all depends how I'm feeling, what I'm liking at the moment, and so on. And it's also a build where someone's going to say, oh, you should have got a red dot on it. Guys, I actually prefer iron sights over a red dot. I'm just used to it, and honestly, it's just what I like. But anyways, this is an awesome build without the red dot. It's what I called my everyday carry build, and it was basically if I wanted to go a little all out on a Glock 26 build, but at the same time not make it an extremely expensive build, just give you a great setup, and that's exactly what we have here, and it's been 100% reliable. As you can see, it's very similar to my Glock 26L build because they use the same slide. That's a Hooper Gunworks Everyday Carry Titan slide. It's actually a very good deal. I love the finish on it. Very nice finish. Some people don't like stainless steel. I like stainless steel. Now for the internals, it's all Glock internals except for a Wheaton Arms trigger and spring kit. Wheaton Arms is unbelievable. This trigger is beautiful, and it also leaves a little extra room in that trigger guard if you live in a state that gets cold and you wear gloves. I have a gray Ghost Precision barrel. I thought it looked really nice, and I thought it complemented this firearm perfectly. It's not too flashy, it just looks nice with the build, so that's why I went with it. Right here is a really cool part. This is an invoke takedown lever, and it's a little bit extended, but as you can see right there, it sort of sticks out. It makes like the perfect little lever to pull down. Some people do complain. I don't really care about the Glock OEM ones. They work fine, but I just did it mainly to add color to it, and also it looks pretty cool on there, and it functions. And that's Invoke. It's a small company. I believe they're ran by just one person. He machines all his stuff. Love his parts. I've ran a lot of his stuff, and they all work great. So shout out to him. This right here is a Trijicon 3-dot night sight setup. It's tritium with those very bright white outlines. I don't know how they get them so bright, but for some reason Trijicon white outlines just stick out. Handle at Edge series grips, of course. That's what you're going to see on all my carry firearms. Any firearm that has grips on it, it's the Edge series. It's not the rubber, and it's not the sandpaper. It's the Edge series. It's somewhere in between to where it doesn't scratch you, but you still get a great grip on it, even when your hands are sweaty. And then last but not least, I believe we covered everything, but right here is simply a Henning Group base plate. They're awesome. I have 3 or 4 of them now. They work for the 40 Glock 27 as well. And they just add a little pinky extension. You can't quite get a full pinky on it, but just enough to where people like it. Plus it gives you a +2, sometimes a +3, depends on my Henning Group. 0 reliability issues with them. So this is honestly one of my favorite builds because it's simple, but at the same time functions amazing. Has a great trigger in it, great grip. And I just like the way it looks. It's very pleasing to look at. It's nothing crazy, out of control, Cerakote, or anything like that. It's just simple, and it runs, and it has ran. So if you guys are looking for nice slides with a nice finish that aren't going to break the bank, Hooper Gunworks, guys. I've had like 12 or 13 Hooper Gunworks slides, never a single issue. Oh yeah, and then this is an extended slide stop from Glock. It just gives you a little teardrop instead of the flush fitting ones, which would basically just look like that side, just a little longer. Gives you a little bit of a lever to push up on. Some people like it. That's just what I had laying around when I made this build, because what happens is I buy my Glock 26 frames separate. Before I gave everyone the magic trick, or the magic answer of where to get these OEM frames for, they were $60, guys. Second I started making videos on it, 110 now, 120 on all the websites I told you guys. Before I was living it up with Glock 26 frames, $60 a piece. You know all the holes are made perfectly. You know it's going to run as long as you use Glock internals. But I sort of messed up the game a little bit. Oh yeah, and then the back plate, that's just a Zev back plate right there. No big deal, like 20 bucks. Just looks cool, right? But OEM guide rod, OEM internals other than that trigger. Love the setup. Thanks for watching, guys.